Grand Finals! Let's do it between EAA Len from the winner's side and Captain L coming back from the loser's side after a 3-0 over Shogi. Let's do it. We are ready to start this final event of the tournament on Smashville. It doesn't feel like it's been a long tournament, but like, I think it's been 2 hours we're at Grand Finals. I guess that's short. I don't feel like I'm losing momentum with my voice. It's cool. Find that trivialness. We are into this with an even game so far. I wonder how Len's gonna do this. Is he gonna play this safely, or is he gonna try to take this first set with as much as he can? It'll be interesting. So far, he is opting to play it slowly and get these light hits here. But Captain O, when you see him get a conversion, he will take it as far as he can right here. Up tilt into the forward air, tries to double up on that, and landing with a back air. Which, the thing with landing with the back air, with Pikachu's back air in particular, is it lowers your hurtbox on land. So not only does he have that hitbox out when he's landing, that if Len tries to land on the stage, he will get caught by. If Len lands right next to him and tries to punish, there are only so many options you can do, because crouching does mitigate some of the options that you can use to punish someone. Okay. Dash attack right there. Good reaction on the quick attack, not connecting on Len. Now, what I remember from Winners Finals, if I'm correctly, is Len was mostly sitting. There was a few times where Len capitalized off of max raise incredibly well, and he didn't have to do too much work to Captain L otherwise. Up smash almost kill. You see that right there, because this max rage is just powerful. A forward throw, not going to do it. But now Captain L has to do something about this. He doesn't have to chew too much now. Worry so much about Len not losing his stock, as he will. Len doesn't have. Okay. Len doesn't have to worry too much about losing that stock. He does have Captain L at a % now where he can kill him. And from what I've seen in this matchup, Len honestly doesn't have too much trouble getting the commitment he needs to get the stock off on Pikachu. There's definitely that comfort of these two top level players playing each other as much as they have. Showing right there. Right now, Len hasn't found that opening. Trying to bait something out, but he's taking 60% now. Oh, skull bash. Yeah, these down smashes nowhere near Captain L. I think that's the 3rd time he's done that now, and Captain L hasn't been punished by them once yet. He takes advantage of it there. At this % of forward air at that range from hit will kill, so you see Len trying to get that off right there. It's not going to work. Upper dash arm. The hitbox does not kill right there. Aerial upper dash arm and electro shock actually has less knockback than grounded. So that is why that did not kill right there. Otherwise, it would help him a lot. A down smash, trading with the jab. Yeah, I have to wonder why Captain L chose the jab option right there. Because at that point, jab pressure wouldn't have rewarded him as much. Alright, 15%, and the platform actually lets him extend his combo slightly there. I'm trying to keep this pressure going with these forward airs. He has him in the corner, so he's trying to not be too confused. Alright, escapes that. Falling there. In there. He's retreated with those back airs a decent amount. He's not going to get killed for that, but he's forced to maximize his angle on that recovery there, off of that F tilt. That trade saving him there. Yep, save back fair. What do you do if you no? Stop being okay. Yeah. 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 Trying to mix up Len right there with this time trying to go for the stage, but F tilt, it covers all that space really well right there. Captain L knew that. So all you have to do was play it simple right there, play it smart, And it does the job for him for game 1 to take that. Alright, otherwise, Len... Alright. Len opting for Town and City for game 2. Let's see what this set so far, as it feels like Captain L has the momentum at the moment. He has some new ideas for playing against Len here now. And it has favored him in taking the first game. With a decent percent lead too. Len wasn't even at a percent where Pikachu would have died of rage. So yeah, I'm liking this very creative string right here. That favors Captain L right here. Okay. Alright, trying to get that back air again out of the reverse hopper. Huh. I like that idea. Forward throw. Okay. Much extra situation there. It's gonna be a very, very close game here. Both players have picked the right options to prevent extensions on combos right now. That could have been an extension, alright. Hard charge, reasonably charged up smash rather. After the quick attack to try to catch an air dodge. I like that arrow snipe. Caught him right above. He couldn't do much about that. Nothing Len could do about that either though. It doesn't take the stock, but... And the grab. Done. Good DI actually. He is alive and thriving. Not out of this. Forward throw. Alright. Captain L here. Versus Max Rage yet again! Oh, this is my favorite action story. A down smash covers all that space, negative space, very nicely. Another one! Catches the roll in there. The spacing on that down smash is going to reward Len the first stock in the second game here. Aberdash arm from above there. Captain L can't do too much to challenge it. Skull bash. Silly move. Alright, Len trying to cover himself with the forward air right there. It's too much of a commitment, and Captain L takes advantage of that, getting the shield grab up throw for his first stock in game 2. Alright, up tilts, up airs. No. More. I think that forward air actually trapped him a little bit there. Or baited him rather. More combos. Up airs into the back air here. Using that platform, a high jump. Maybe to bait an option there. This combo momentum is just so good. With no rage, Pikachu able to fully maximize these combos and get a lot of damage off the pit. It's gonna get him closer and closer to up throw thunder killing percent. Back air sends him back off stage. He's just looking for the strong edge guards. A lot of great pressure from Captain O at the moment here. Alright. Len finds an opening right there, the dash attack. Another dash attack. It's about 10% every 10 or 12% every time he lands it. Interesting. Up air is very good juggling tool at the moment. Down smash. Out of the spot dodge. This works out pretty well for him. Another one out of shield. Captain L is having a very tough time getting in and finding this kill, and now Len is reading him effectively. Gets the roll in with the grab. Doesn't have to go. Not the percent that the down smash will kill quite yet. Otherwise, this throw is not going to connect into a thunder here. Catches the landing with the up smash. Captain L now one game away, potentially from resetting the brackets. All right. Wow. Well, this time definitely some adaptations for Len were made from game 1 to game 2, as he brought that much closer to a last hit opportunity. Could have taken it. The Town and City pick definitely favored him over the Smashable pick more. So he's gonna go right back to that. This is tough for him, you know? He has to win 3 games to take this tournament, but 1 game, if he just messes up 1 game, Captain O has reset everything. But he shouldn't be too worried, especially if he got stuff like that That's a 0 to death from Len. That's a very, very strong opening that he has not had in this set quite yet. And it will favor him very much, I will believe. I'm trying to think about what Len's mentality is here at the moment. Captain L wins this one game. Len doesn't necessarily lose the tournament quite yet. They have to play another set here. And this could be the time that Len needed to adapt and such. I'm trying to think about it here. Oh geez, these recoveries. Captain L is just so proficient with them otherwise. It's a forward air. Not into another one though. And he's trying to make this pressure matter right there. He wants to get this stock off. And this is very contrast to the style that I usually see from him though. He knows he has a lead, so he's trying to make it work for him very effectively. Tries to get the down air to meteor him out of the thunder with. Jabs on Pikachu, charging in right there. Gets the grab on him, forward throw. A few more hits, a down smash catches the skull bash to the stage. That's it. Great spacing on that F tilt to catch the neutral get up from Len right there. That first stock really cost Captain L in that game. But now, okay. So I was thinking about it. I don't think that Len's gonna be too worried about a bracket reset if it's not like the winning set. I think if anything, it's Captain L is gonna be more worried about Len taking games here, because that puts Len closer to winning the tournament than Captain L. So I'm trying to think about that and such, you know? And since the last stage that Captain L won on was Final Destination, he is allowed to go back to Smashville. So he does opt for just that. So far, starting out with speed juggle openings of 38% to 5. Len has 2 more games to do to win this tournament. Captain L can reset the bracket, and now this will be slightly a deficit for Len, because now if he loses this set particularly, he will have to win 3 games again. Right now, he only has to win 2. So that's definitely something to think about. And that could be a lot of momentum taken away. If he wins this game but then loses the next one, he was 1 game away from winning the tournament. But enough theory crafting here, as we need to observe what is going on with this match at the moment. 123 to 11. This is a strong opener from Captain L in comparison to that opener that Len had in the last game. Alright, the down tilt outspacing the forwarder, and it gives Len a slight opening at the moment right there. Jab hits. Down smash, down smash with the max range. Alright, Len is just opting to play a very defensive center stage game at the moment. He knows he can't overcommit into Pikachu at the moment. A lot of Pikachu's options are very good for catching people approaching, especially at this percent. And that down smash on shield is going to get punished. Freedom DI is not going to catch Len up that high. Neutral air catches him running past him, trying to cross him up. Good option select from Captain L right there. It was good when he gets those stocks off too. I really feel like if Captain L can get Len's stocks off at like actual kill percent though, it's going to be really beneficial for him. And that's probably something he is saving for the resets, which he is looking to make happen at the moment. Force Smash only gets able to shield the first hit. And catch him right there. And I'm liking these hitboxes that Captain L is choosing to use right here. The Thunder on the hitbox that he has is able to beat out the arrow snipes from Len and prevent him from tacking on extra hits. And it's gonna make him think that he needs to get these arrow hits to work somehow. Or not. Okay, I'm being bad. No, it's not. I feel like him not landing those arrows though is gonna make him feel like he needs to hit more hits. He definitely wants to stay focused on getting the hits off. Getting the kills off, rather. There's a back air. I think that was the sweet spot. It's not common that I see a sweet spot back air kill, but it is a very strong offensive hits otherwise. That's a small hitbox otherwise, and it's a small sword as well, so never know. Well, Captain L He might be ready to reset the bracket. Once the ice says otherwise, as he tries to apply additional pressure using the mix-up of upper dash arm just slightly above the ledge so he can get back to it. Trying to catch Captain L with the forward air out of that. Not going to work. That grab looks silly. Okay, the footstool forces the recovery a bit lower there. It's not able to fully capitalize off of it otherwise. I feel like Captain L could have finished that stock off with a downer. But he can also do a neutral air out of shield, a very smart, wise option to go for at that. And he has done it. He has forced the bracket reset. 3-1 over. Alright, let's get ready for the final set of Limit Break 5, the true finals between Len and Captain L. Now both have a set over each other in this tournament, so at this point the tiebreaker will determine who takes this tournament, Len or Captain L. Captain L taking that last set over Len, 3-1, starting out pretty dominating and ending dominantly too, actually. Game 3 was quite a contrast to Game 4 otherwise, so that's definitely something to think about. At least when you think about it from Captain L's momentum side. But we see Game 1 of the true finals starting off on Final Destination. And that's not a stage that I see picked very often as a starter pick, but that's also due to the fact that a lot of people in this region like to just go Smash Bros. Because they're boring. I'm joking. You know I'm joking. Don't take me seriously on that one. Alright. Well, Captain L, since he's getting these early conversions, I'm thinking about it. Is that what he wants me to think? Or is that what he wants Len to think? That he's losing because he's taking all these hits? It feels like Pikachu just naturally is able to get these hits fairly well. But otherwise, Len has been making up for these hits that that Captain L has been getting with good punishes at the right moments. Even when he's building up all this percent, I have to say it one more time. He's building rage and he's been maximizing it, especially in the winners finals. I haven't seen him able to maximize it as much in the grand finals first set so far. We might see it here. Who knows? And one thing that I did touch on in the first set of grands is that Captain L might be looking to maximize killing off Pit earlier, as that can be very helpful to take off Pit's rage earlier and not let him really establish too much momentum. That's a great down smash right there to go right underneath Pit's forward air right there and gets the first stock off. Around 120, that's actually, yeah, that's not too late. That was good. Exactly what I expect to see here right now. It's living up to my expectations on that for the moment here. I'm trying to keep this juggle going the best he can and make it feel like Len has no answers. That backer just covers spot dodges straight up. Nice. 58% of advantage, and he's just building at 65 now. Alright, a neutral air out of shield from Len is a counteraction to force Captain L off stage. And he knows that he can't re-grab the ledge right there, as he'll have no ledge invincibility. Jabs actually just beat out the upper dash arm. Smart. That was just so smart from Captain O, knowing that that would work. Ortho is not going to take the stock right there at 126. These arrows that actually did 9%, and the forward air beats it out right there. Recovery mix-up from Captain O to find his way back and not give Len too much of an opening right there, as Len gives him an opening with an aggressive forward smash. Really desperate to take the stock off right now is Len. This Captain L is one blow away from taking off Len's second stock in this first game. Down smash catches the roll behind. Good play from Len right there. Okay. Alright, Thunder. No, I meant up throw, but sure. Alright, forward smash catches his landing right there. That's a pretty solid punish to Len to get right here at this point of the first game here. These up airs Yeah, he's pretty much brought this back at this point. Good chase down from Captain L, otherwise catching his landing with a grab, which is a very good tool for him as it has rewarded him with some strong punishes out of throws otherwise. He's gonna go for another throw right there. Tries to catch him with a run forward pivot thunder. He mixes up how he places his thunder after the throws a lot, which I think is very intelligent. For sure. It's not so concerning that he has to be spot on. Actually, it is. No. This is his last hit. That's right. I thought for a second Captain L still had a stock lead, but he does not. That is correct. Is that going to be the punish? It is going to be a punish to just grab Elise, push him back off stage. What's he going to do? That's it. Forward tilt actually just hit on the ledge. That was very good play right there. Captain L knew that Len knows that the neutral air can cover a lot of options out of shield right there, and instead this time Captain L just opts to wait on him to sit on the ledge, and with no invincibility, a forward tilt will do it for game 1. Well, that's introducing some new stuff to me. Good stuff for that first game. And Town and City is going to be game 2 from Len's counterpick. Probably do more deep breaths in between games. It really would help me to keep the flow of my commentary going in the correct direction. But let's do it. We're on game 2. We're on Town and City. I like that conversion out of the downer, and he follows up with the jabs. That's Len with about 32% lead. You know, I wonder, what benefit does Pit have with the percent lead versus Pikachu? Pikachu being light, of course. Yes, that makes sense. Pikachu is a lighter character. If you have more percent on Pikachu than he has on you, that's less hits that you have to do to take off Pikachu stock. Of course, Pikachu can make it harder for you, but that's still something to think about, is that you are closer to killing him than he is you. For sure. Alright, down throw, upper nair. Landing with the back air there is Len. He's able to get out of there. Falling forward air. Okay. Reset. Focus. Okay. I like that anti-air with that up there. That looks so well timed. That forward smash from across the stage with not that much rage. Len will not be able to kill off of that. Tries to react to the roll in, just facing the wrong way with that grab right there. And charge in with the forward throw on the down smash. At that range, he's actually able to punish with the agility that Pikachu has. We're good. Oh, he's not opting for grabs at all on the shield. He's been able to catch a lot of landings with grabs on shield otherwise. But this time, he's just opting for a lot of pressure with attacks. Ooh, this mini game. That's what this is. It's not a mind game. That's a mini game right there. That's called the don't get grabbed mini game. We're putting some Mario Party out here. I love me some good Mario Party. The dash attack is not enough to seal the stock right there. That's a strong option that Captain L has kept in the back pocket until this particular set right here. It actually, with the sweet spot, with this amount of rage, can actually kill pretty reasonably. That backer is going to do it right there, just below 150 for him. Alright, the fade back on that forward air that you see so well rewarded when he lands it to 16% for that. Oh wow, that rolling got... That forward smash actually did catch that rolling. I thought for a second he was able to get behind him after that first hit, but no. The forward smash is effective, and it does the job to even things back up. I really shouldn't be talking too much about how the set is even or not, because it just feels like with the way that these two players have adapted mid-set and such in mid-game, that they've been able to turn things around no matter what happens. Unless this is 0 to death or an early stock loss. That seems like the key factor for like a momentum to build up instead of adapting and coming back to it. I'm really liking Len's jab usage this game. It's such a simple way to punish the landing with a fast hitbox. And these jabs have just been piling on damage, at least on the first stock that he had in this game, and then the second one as well. Okay, try to prevent Pikachu from jumping at all with these forward airs. Captain L controlling the ground instead. I think Captain L knows that Len doesn't want to approach from the ground, so instead he's trying to approach from the ground. So Captain L, with the percent lead, he can just chill out and focus instead. Okay, wow. I don't think that, I don't think the Thunder Jolt hit him right there, but it did frame trap him right there into getting hit right there. Otherwise, and Len could have lost his stock right there to a conversion into a Thunder. And Captain L would be one game away at that point. But that did not happen, and Len has another chance at life here to even up this game. Captain L, he wants to take this. He gets the Thunder, but he does not get the final hit right there as Len DIs that Thunder to land on stage and avoid Pikachu right there. Good. Up air. Actually outranging Pikachu. Outranging Pit, it feels like. I don't know if Pit can really do much about that up air. It just looks like it has a lot of range. Huh. Falling forward air forward tilt. It's not going to take the stock. Both these two have been sitting at last hit for a while now. And Pikachu's just been putting all these pokes to give himself more options. I'm starting to feel like this building up rage thing on Len can be intentional sometimes, because Pikachu's option window becomes larger the higher percent his opponent is, of course. Like, he gets more options, like neutral air, his forward air can kill off of edge guards much better. Back air off the stage, we saw that. We've seen a lot of things that kill at a later percent. And Captain L, he's one game away now right here with understanding that. Yeah, there's a lot of options, actually, that Pikachu has to kill when I think about it. It's silly this whole time. I'm learning as the set goes, and it's quite enjoyable to feel that way. Well, both players just chilling for a moment, talking about other things. I mean, that life isn't entirely about the Smash game. It's good to take that small break for a moment, take it back for this third game here. I don't think we've ever seen Battlefield from these two, now that I think about it. It's been a lot of Town and City and Smashville and FD. And there was a Lilac pick as well. But no Battlefield or Dreamland. I don't think either of these two seem to want to be there in this matchup. Huh. Well, on this game 3, back to Town and City from Let's Gotta Pick. Alright, good power shield right there. It offers him that punish. Okay, I like that down smash. It covers the, as I mentioned earlier, that Pikachu's back air will lower his hurt box on landing. Pit was able to cover it right there with a down smash. There is also a bit of landing leg on the back air as well. It's not entirely safe, and Len's able to get a strong punish if he's in the right position for it otherwise. Okay, that downer actually outpositioned Pit's back air there. So he's able to get rewarded for that nicely. Decent charge on that up smash. That's gonna put Pikachu on notice here. Alright, both players waiting it out. They both throw out a forward smash in their respective zones. Ha! Alright, the grab out of the power shield. Now trying to cover that right there. Len goes high. I'm not able to cover it otherwise. Thunder! Stock there. I think he actually got the upper dash arm to reflect that Thunder there. I saw the Thunder go back up at Pikachu. That was good awareness of Captain L to shield him, because I noticed he did not get hit by that. Alright, grab right there. He actually used the Guardian Orbitars right there to prevent Captain L from getting a hitbox in there that would kill him. A neutral air will do it out of shield, though, at the ledge. Now Captain L is one stock away from taking Limit Break 5, and then really has to work for taking this tournament back at this point. He has to take at least 6 stocks to win this tournament right now in 3 consecutive games. Captain O only needs one stock here. He is looking to keep this advantage going in his favor the best he can. Back throw! Whee! I like that arrow snipe. Oh! You know, I thought about it with the arrow just clanking with Skull Bash. You could also angle the arrows above Pikachu, just straight up ignore that clank and just get the damage instead. And it looks like that's what Len is trying to opt to do now. Yeah, down smash. Ready to take the stock right there, and that jump air dodge is going to get caught by Captain L for 10% right there. The upper dash arm, not auto canceling, more damage. Captain L. I really just can't say if either of these two have momentum. It just looks like either one can take this right now. I feel like Captain L has the slight advantage in reads and neutral, but otherwise, when Len gets, again, Len's punishes have always kept the set close. Pretty much. For sure. And Len reacting on the forward air, crossing up to his shield with the jabs right there. More jabs, again, the simpleness of that, simpleness and the effectiveness of that, boding well for him. Captain L trying to find his opening at the moment here. He does find so. Just a grab on the roll in and a good DI from Len. It's going to be enough to get him to the other side of the stage right there. The upper dash arm actually, I don't think it super armored that. No, it reflected that. It still sent him up in the end line. I wonder if Captain L could have punished that. That's that. Falling forward air to the forward tilt. Again, it shows that Pikachu has a lot more effective options the higher percent his opponent is. Like, he doesn't... What I was thinking he would do is he would want to try to kill Pit off earlier because it seemed like Pit's rage was really making it... Like, if he takes away Pit getting rage, it could make it more in his favor, I felt like. But at the end of the day, Captain L, he was able to just mix him up at those high percents. And that's what mattered most, is just getting those kills. And he didn't have to do... He didn't have to really overcommit on them. In the end, that's what takes it for him. 3-0 in the reset. Congratulations to Captain L winning Limit Break 5. And we will see you at the next tournament that is uploaded on this YouTube channel. Woo!